Making your own herbal remedies can be as easy as making a cup of tea. And it's one of the most fun and rewarding things that I do in my day-to-day life. But as a medical herbalist, I sometimes forget it's not something that everybody is able to do or has access to, but it really should be. In today's video, I'm going to chat to you guys about 4 different reasons that you should start making herbal medicine in your own home. If you are new here, my name is Emily. I'm a medical herbalist and the founder of Pohutukawahealth, and I'm here to help you make herbal medicine easy. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love to have you subscribe to come check out way more videos on herbal medicine and how you can easily implement it into your daily life. While people can totally access most herbal medicines easily via health shops or online, sometimes even supermarkets, there's a lot of real benefits to learning to make things yourself. I sometimes call this kind of idea like shit your grandmother knew with research, because these are the kinds of things that our grandparents needed to know to survive. And it's kind of something that we've really lost, this sort of like self-care aspect, things that we can do at home to look after ourselves and our families before we need to like escalate and go to the doctor or the pharmacy. First reason to make your own herbal medicine is probably the most obvious, and that's to look after the health of yourself and your family. I'm a huge advocate for what I call like a herbal first aid kit. Basically, this idea that everybody should have like a collection of common and easy to access herbs at home to use when sort of like the occasion strikes. So things like having peppermint for after a heavy meal when your tummy's feeling a little bit upset, or having chamomile around if you're feeling anxious or you can't sleep. I recently did a video on 3 common herbs that everybody should have in their home for sort of common health issues, and I will link that up here or in the description box, or one of those places. I'd like to add in a quick disclaimer here. What I'm talking about when I'm talking about having herbs on hand for like simple first aid things is like, like I said, like having a bit of peppermint for after a heavy meal. I'm not talking about like treating your Crohn's at home by yourself with peppermint tea. So it's really about having sort of simple and common and safe remedies on hand for like simple and mild issues. If you have a chronic or a serious health condition and you want to use herbs to like help support yourself, that's super awesome, but you should really see a qualified and experienced practitioner to help support you through those things. So this is kind of not the realm of like walking into a health shop and asking questions. I always say like, if you broke your leg, would you go to a shoe store? Like, no, you would go to Emerge. So, please just be mindful of how and where you are using herbs in your life. The first reason is to like support the health of yourself and your family when the occasion strikes. The second reason is to save you money. So I always have this great story. When I first started working in herbal medicine, I worked in a health shop when I decided I wanted to like work with herbs, but I didn't really know what that looked like. Before I studied and became a practitioner. And I was living in New Zealand, in Dunedin in the far south, and it was the day of our work Christmas party, the first time I'd ever been at a Christmas party with these people who I worked with in this health shop, and I went surfing, which sounds glamorous, but I promise you was not. And what happened was, as I was coming in from my like lovely surf, I got smashed by the shore break wave, and I wasn't paying attention, and I like scraped my whole face across the bottom of the sea floor, and just like had like a sand injury all over my head on the day of my work Christmas party. Not cool. Anyways, so at this Christmas party, I was brand new. Somebody said to me, "Oh, have you ever tried calendula cream?" And I was like, "No, tell me more." So she gave me this little tube of calendula cream to try, and nothing has ever healed more quickly in my life. And that was kind of like my moment of like big conversion into this stuff. But that tube of calendula cream was like $20. And I was like, whoa, that's like pretty pricey, for like a little tube that you're going to have on hand, all the time for a first aid issue. And so the thing is with making your own herbal medicine is like that $20 could honestly just about make you enough calendula cream or ointment to like last you your entire life. purchasing made products can be a little bit more expensive, especially because herbal, like natural products don't last forever. So you need to kind of like be mindful of expiry dates. But making herbs or like buying base ingredients to make your own herbal medicine products like an oil or an ointment is like dirt cheap. And so yeah, you can really, really save yourself a lot of money by making your own herbal medicines. These savings are amplified even more if you are growing or sustainably wildcrafting or foraging your plants as well. So like in that example of calendula is a super easy herb to grow. You just like, it self-sows like crazy. So it's definitely one that you can get a hold of. It grows in lots of different climates. I've lived in lots of different areas and it grows really, really easily most places. And then you can dry it and preserve it and turn it into your own oil and then have it on hand. The third reason to make your own herbal medicines is that it is more environmentally friendly. So I, for example, here have a lovely jar of chickweed oil that I made this summer from chickweed that like grew wild in my backyard, and I preserved that myself. And that is just in an old mason jar that I've like cleaned really well. So every time you purchase a plant that doesn't come from your backyard, it has to get there. It has to get to the health shop, it has to get to the manufacturing place, and then it has to go to your doorstep. Every time you purchase a new ointment or a tincture, those come in a new bottle every single time. When you are making your own herbal medicine products, especially if you are growing or finding plants that grow near you, you just reduce your sort of like miles exponentially. You can reuse containers that are cleaned really well. You can get plants that grow really close to home. You can grow them yourself. And like, so not only are you going to get like way fresher products, you're going to get way more environmentally friendly products as well. Along with the sort of environmental benefits, I really am super passionate about the sustainability of herbal medicine. I think if we're going to use plant medicine, which I believe we all should, we all need to sort of be like stewards of it and make sure that the plants that we are using are sustainable, that we're not using endangered species, and that we are like, you know, sort of supporting a sustainable model. And the most sustainable way to utilize plant medicine is really to like grow it or find it or get it locally yourself. Fourth and final reason to learn to make and use your own herbal medicine is that it kind of turns you into a Hunger Games style badass. So whether you kind of want to like increase your own personal resilience and your own self-sustainability, whether you kind of want to like up your own sustainability game, you know, like just in case there's a bit of a zombie apocalypse. I just feel like there's like nothing like running through the forest, you know, Katniss Everdeen style, and tripping over a log and then like finding some yarrow from the floor and like making a poultice with that and some plantain and taking the leather off of your tunic to tie it off. You know, like there's just a real kind of like badass level that happens when you know what to do with the plants that grow outside your house. So what I'm trying to say is that this knowledge is really useful in a wide variety of circumstances. To sum up, the 4 reasons that you should learn how to make your own herbal medicines are that you can use it for yourself and your family. It helps you save you money. It's great for the environment, and it could turn you into a resilient badass. It's also really fun, and I just think it's such an awesome skill that has been lost that really belongs to all of us, and we should all be able to do it, and we should all be doing it as much as we can in our own homes. If this is something that sounds like you, then I would love to have you join my course. I've got a great 3-week online course called Everyday Plant Alchemy. It is meant to be super simple, 3 weeks where we learn how to blend our own herbal teas, where we make a herbal infused oil and we make a herbal infused ointment. It's online, it's all recorded because COVID, you know, and you know, you have access to it forever. So if that's something that's interesting to you, I will leave a link in the description box below. I would love if you checked it out. And if you have any questions about it, please feel free to drop them in my comments or message me privately as well. My contact details are below as well. Guys, that is it for today. That's 4 reasons that you should learn how to make your own herbal medicine. Thanks so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you subscribe. I've got lots more content coming out around herbal medicine made easy, and how you can access and use it in your daily life. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.